Hello friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Ash and today we're going to be talking about the brand new update that has just recently dropped in Forza Motorsport, and oh boy do we have some stuff to cover today. Before we get into the really bad stuff, I just want to say that Brands Hatch has been released into Forza Motorsport. So if any of you guys are an enjoyer of that track, you can go check it out in the update. But I woke up this morning, I turned on my PC and I went and downloaded the Forza Motorsport update like many of you do. And normally throughout my stream, we'll hop onto Forza Motorsport, we'll get involved in the featured multiplayer, load it into the touring car hopper today. It went from a very fantastic mood to a very terrible mood. Now I'm going to show you guys 4 cars that have been changed in the newest update Forza Motorsport in the touring car section, and nothing has been said about it whatsoever in the patch notes. I've read through the patch notes about 3 to 4 times and I cannot see a single thing about these changes to the cars that are very important, by the way. If you're drastically going to change 4 cars that are in a featured multiplayer event, it needs to be spoken about and it needs to be told to people. As a consumer of a product, I want to know what's changing in the game that I'm playing. So without me even realizing anything, I've gone and picked my MG and lo and behold, it's had a power decrease. And then I'm thinking to myself, right, okay, is this the same thing that kind of happened with the route of the VW Golf, where they just, instead of fixing and balancing the whole group of cars, they simply just added a torque nerf or a power nerf to the actual car? The 4 cars that we're going to be talking about today is the Peugeot, the MG, the Veloster, and the Subaru Levorg. 2 of them have had a power decrease and 2 of them had a power increase. Now on screen right now, you are going to see the Veloster, which is the TC version of the car, and it shows in the stat page that this has 361 horsepower. In the video that I'm going to show you, shows the exact telemetry of the power increase this car has had. Next up, we have the MG MGX X-Power, which supposedly has 340 horsepower. In the clip following, it's going to show you exactly how much they've tanked the power down. Next up, we have the Peugeot DG Sport Competition that has 343 horsepower in the stat page before the nerf got hit. Following is a telemetry clip for this car that shows how much the power has been capped. And this next one is the most bonkers one to me, which is the Subaru Levorg. Granted, this needed a buff, but in my opinion, this is by far the best car for tyre strategy and handling throughout the whole of the TC section. So here's a screenshot of the power it had before, and here's the telemetry clip of the power that they've added to the car, which is pushing almost 400 brake horsepower. Now listen, I am all for balancing cars and getting the division equally all across the board. This is not the right way to do it, and especially to not be communicated in the patch notes where you're changing the game. They add in all aspects of updates in the patch notes, anything from game content, features and events, multiplayer events, bug fixes and improvements. And if you were drastically going to change 4 cars that are in a division, something needs to be spoken about in the patch notes. You're changing a feature of the game, so let people know. It's kind of like what one of my friends, Godly, has said. It's kind of like a shadow blanket horsepower change, and they're not addressing the actual issue of each car. Veloster needs more handling, bang in more horsepower for you. Levorg lacks axle and is already the best handling TC car, more horsepower for you. MG and Pug, too much axle, no horsepower for you. I don't know, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments section. I've given you the proof of each car that has been changed. I'll link you the patch notes in the comment section for you to go have a look, or in the description, and it doesn't say a single thing about these cars being changed when it should be a major thing. Maybe I am possibly deep in it too much, but to me as a streamer, a content creator, and someone that plays this game, I heavily rely on things that do end up changing in the game. And before I end it off, to me, it's the lack of communication. The communication is key in many aspects of game development and content creator to game development kind of relationships. Right now, I feel like there's been no communication in regards to what has changed in the update. We've been given patch notes. There's stuff that aren't in the patch notes which should be in there. And ultimately, it makes me think to myself, what else aren't they telling us? I don't want this to be a horrible downscale, this update's horrendous video, because that's not what I'm about. I'm just really angry that we didn't get informed about these changes to something I play quite frequently and do enjoy. Like I mentioned, let me know in the comment section what you think, and hopefully going forward, this will no longer happen. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next. Goodbye.